大家好啊！又到了一年一度 ACI 中文社春节联欢晚会，我是 Susie，
我是 Samuel。
很遗憾的是，今年虽然不能用学校 auditorium， 但是我们延续了我们一年一春晚的传统，并且就像往年以来，我们春晚依旧得到周围人的大量支持以及参与。我和Samuel代表中文社表示极大的感谢。
Greetings, everyone. Although it's been a little late, it's time for ACI's annual Spring Festival. It's a shame that we cannot use the school's auditorium this year, but we wish to continue this yearly tradition. Also, just like past years, this Spring Festival has received the support of many of our students. On behalf of the Chinese Students Association, Susie and I give you all of our most sincere gratitude.
说到春晚啊，那就不得不提一提我们学校那些美妙的歌喉了。我们学校唱歌好的人到处都是。
When it comes to ACI Spring Festival, we cannot neglect the amazing singers we have here in Asian Court. With that said, it's time for our first performance.
那么接下来轮到我们的第一个表演，由 Grace 小姐姐给我们带来的第一首浪漫情歌《有可能的夜晚》。
Please welcome Grace Wang, who will now be singing a Chinese love song, The Night of Possibilities.
当你突然看我的时候，当话语开始多余的时候，当心慢慢靠近的时候，只是天刚好黑了。当我快忍不住的时候，当别人开始多余的时候，当爱悄悄来临的时候，这时天刚好黑了。无需言语，无尽浪漫，无限可能的夜晚，让蜡烛代替所有灯，让音乐代替话语声，此时无声，声有声。如果要我开口，只能说一句话，让我成为你的有可能。让 yes 代替所 no， 让勇敢代替所求，刚下眉头，却上心头。如果要我选择，只能爱一个人，让我成为你的有可能。你突然看我的时候，当话语开始多余的时候，当心慢慢靠近的时候，这时天刚好黑了。当我快忍不住的时候，当别人开始多余的时候，当爱悄悄来临的时候，这时天刚好黑了。无需言语，无尽浪漫，无限可能的夜晚，让蜡烛代替所有灯，让音乐代替话语声，此时无声，声有声。如果要我开口，只能说一句话，让我成为你的有可能。让 yes 代替所 no， 让勇敢代替所求，刚下眉头，却上心头。如果要我选择，只能爱一个人，让我成为你的有可能。 要我开口，只能说一句话，让我成为你的有可能。
谢谢 Grace 给我们带来的表演，真是充满年轻气息的一首情歌呀，让我想起来我刚来加拿大的时候，冷空气的清爽，周围人的友善，以及这个国家文化的多样性。即使在加拿大那么多年了，也偶尔会想到回到家乡看看。接下来的演奏，我和我的祖国，想必是大多数中国人小时候非常熟悉的一首曲子吧。
Thank you, Grace, for your wonderful performance. What a wonderful tune that was. Its beauty reminds me of the time when I first came to Canada. I quickly fell in love with the cold fresh air, friendly people, and the cultural diversity of this country. Though I'm more than happy where I am right now, I will often reminisce about my time in China. And what's more, there's a song that fills every single Chinese with nostalgia every time we hear it.
那么接下来欢迎来自 Austin Tone 的钢琴表演《我和我的祖国》。
And with that, Austin Tone will now perform a piano version of this song, Me and My Country.
真是一首美好的钢琴曲啊！之所以美好，是因为它无差别地唤起了听众的记忆，特别是遇上一位能够弹出如此质量的钢琴家。接下来，说到中国呀，我们就不得不提一提中文的艺术，相声，一个存在了100多年的艺术。作为中文社一贯以来的传统，我们社团今年也写了个相声出来。
What a breathtaking performance! With his expressive piano playing, Austin was able to bring back the sweet memory of our homeland. Speaking of our homeland, there's a performing art that has existed for 100 years, in China known as the crosstalk, a comical two-man skit. Just like the previous Spring Festival, our club created a crosstalk this year.
接下来轮到我们中文社写的原创相声，如果写得不好，还请大家多多海涵。
Next up is our club's crosstalk, performed by Samuel Yao and Guangxi Zhao.
各位好啊，我和 Samuel 呢是组成了2年的相声搭档，我们的组合名叫帅气逼人。
我叫做帅气，
我是逼人。
各位
各位好。哎呀，放假结束了，
放假结束是很悲伤，但是也不至于哭吧？哎，心里有什么事，大伙说说，别哭啊！
你能让妈吃费别走，考试别来吗？
你能让股票赚了钱别走，亏了钱不来吗？这咋又哭上了呢？
您是不知道啊，自从我开始炒股以后，我这睡眠啊就像婴儿一样。
哎，婴儿那不挺好吗？
哪里好了？我这前半段呢睡挺香，后半段啊起来哭一会儿再睡。
是吧？你也不用那么悲伤。
哟，此话怎讲？
你没看到我们学校经济学老师也不会炒股吗？如果他们炒股炒得好的话，还会来这里教书吗？
哎，分儿不要了。
嗨呀，我这不是看你伤心，劝劝你吗？哎，你情节不过挺好吗？你不乐吗？
这倒是啊， 这情人节啊，有一女孩约我出去玩儿。
哟，这是久旱逢甘露啊！
可不是嘛，这半路啊，还下起雨来了。
哦，这可是大好机会啊！
然后啊，走到半路，这女孩就把她伞扔到桥底下去了。
这是你主动时刻了。
那我也跟着把我的伞也扔下去了呀。
我都不知道怎么说你，这不行啊！
那我该咋地？
你跟他一起撑一个伞啊！再不行，你把你伞给他，你自己淋雨去。
那我不是那句话怎么说来着？风雨同舟嘛。
不是这么用的。我给你讲个故事吧。
行。
当时前几天我也跟一女孩出去。
行。
当时呢，她也不小心把伞扔到桥下进去了。当时天也下着雨。
这么巧，这
你猜我干嘛了？
您干嘛了？
我当时抱她跳到桥下面去了。这呢就叫同生共死了。
可是为什么要扯到生和死上面去？
不就是吗？一条条的蚂蚱，因为相爱。
哎，这女孩遇见你可真是倒了霉了。那你跟我聊聊，你和这女孩是怎么遇见的呀？
您听说过一个成语叫做爱屋及乌吗？
知道啊，这词儿的意思不就是说爱上一个屋子的话，连屋檐上的乌鸦也会喜欢上吗？
不是，这个女孩名字叫做乌及乌。
哎，我问的是您和她是怎么认识的，我不是问您这名字是啥。
当时呢，我正坐在一个长椅上面苦读诗歌。
不错，中华文化博大精深。
当时他看到我就被我谈雅脱俗的气质所吸引了。
看来您老这成语功底不浅啊。那我来考考您，这五花八门是哪五花？
这五花呀，可不就是绿花、红花、蓝花、紫花、青花嘛。
看来您是花痴啊。
还有这八门呢，我也很熟悉，那可不就是数学、英文、英语、日语、化学、政治、生物还有地理嘛。
看来当您老这语文老师可真不容易啊，语文学的不行啊。
哼，那我给你讲个故事吧。
行啊，
我再给你讲个故事啊。前几天我这听说一个故事啊。有个年轻人每周一上班都特别烦躁。当时呢，他烦躁，所以说他上山寻找一位禅师。禅师听说了他的遭遇以后呢，什么都没说，拿出了个茶壶还有茶杯，一直往茶杯里面倒水，倒茶杯都溢出来了，但是禅师却还在往里面倒水。
我明白了，禅师的意思是在说啊，满意的茶杯里面什么也装不下，只有放空思想才能接受新的东西。
不是，禅师的意思是说，这苦水啊是怎么倒到我？
哎，你这不但限制我表情自由，你还讽刺我。
哎，这挨得上吗？我这不是看你可怜劝你吗？哎，你别误会啊，我讲人权，你想哭哭，想笑笑。
哎呀，我这不是开个玩笑吗？那我们换个东西。哎，你能用一个成语来描述我们之间的美好关系吗？
狼狈为奸。
不对，
狐朋狗友。
和美好有关。
令人作呕，卑鄙龌龊，分道扬镳。
哎，不对，别说老词了，那太膈应人了，
想不出来了。
哎，咱们俩关系可不就是一体同心吗？
不懂。
一体同心的意思啊，就是情深似海啊。
哦，哎，
那我再问您今年几岁了？
我今年18。
哎呀，笑一笑啊，10年少。您再笑一笑，我就能当您的爷了。
这说什么呢？来，回来。
怎么了？
跟大伙说再见。祝大
家
学业有成，天天向上，心想事成。
谢谢，
谢谢。
汤圆，乃每逢元宵节都有的一大甜品之一，其中芝麻馅汤圆的味道之醇厚、香味以及外皮的晶莹剔透，都使人回味无穷。
汤圆 as a Chinese dessert served in Lantern Festival. Its sesame filling tastes pleasant and delightful, covering in smooth dough, creating an endless aftertaste.
因此，今年 A3 中文社为大家带来了芝麻馅汤圆教程，邀请到了我们的大厨 Harris 黎，手把手为大家带来晶莹剔透又鲜美多汁的芝麻馅汤圆。
This year, we have a chef of our club, Harris, to teach us how to make tangyuan from scratch.
Tangyuan, also known as sweet dumplings, is a traditional Chinese dessert originating from the Song dynasty of China. At that time, in the city formerly known as Minzhou, people loved this newly created delicacy. It had filling made with black sesame, white sugar, and pork rind, and had a dough wrapper made of glutinous rice flour. After boiling it thoroughly, the result is a fragrant, sweet, and delicious dessert. So, today we are going to do a demonstration on how to make the traditional tangyuan. In order to make a bowl of sweet and delicious tangyuan, the following ingredients are required. As for the wrapper, we will need 250 grams of glutinous rice flour, 140 grams of hot water, and 70 grams of cold water, 70 grams of black sesame, 90 to 100 grams of white sugar, and 60 grams of butter for the filling. First, toast the sesame on medium to high heat. After the sesame becomes fragrant, add it to the sugar and grind up the mixture using a mortar and pestle or a blender. Next up, melt the butter on low heat. After the butter is melted, add it to the dry ingredients and mix well with the spatula. Once the mixture becomes a paste, put it in a pastry bag and leave it in the freezer for 24 hours. It is now the next day, and we will be preparing the sesame soup and the rice flour wrapping. We will start with the black sesame soup. First, grind up the sesame and sugar like we did for the paste. Then put the finished product in a pot with some water and bring it to a boil. The ratio for paste to water should be 1 to 1.5. To make the dough, first add the hot water to the rice flour and mix until the water has been absorbed completely. Next, add the warm water and mix until the mixture has become a dough. Rest the dough in a bowl covered with plastic wrap for 30 minutes. The plastic wrap should be poked with holes so the dough won't dry out and crack. After resting the dough for 30 minutes, take it out and form it into long strips. Cut the strips into small segments and rub them into spheres almost as big as a ping pong ball. Take the sesame mixture out of the freezer and break it into small segments. Then form these segments into balls. Now we move on to wrapping the tangyuan. Before we begin wrapping, we need to first cover our hands with rice flour so the dough won't stick to our hands. Start by pressing into the middle of the dough balls to create a small dent for the filling to sit in. Lastly, we will put the tangyuan in the boiling sesame soup. Fun fact, the number of tangyuan in a person's bowl can represent their fortune. If the number is 6, 8, 9, or 10, that means the person will have good fortune. And that is how you can make your own tangyuan at home. Give it a try.
真是看起来色香味俱全的成品啊！有机会真希望能够尝尝它的手艺。其实中国文化不光包含饮食，一些民间的传说读起来也不是一番雅兴。
Wow, those tangyuan really do look delicious. I wish we can all get a chance to taste it. Food is a crucial part of our culture, but that's not all there is to it. Chinese culture also has a lot of stories that not only elaborate on our traditions, but are also fun to read and listen to.
接下来轮到我们今天最后一个节目，关于12生肖的故事。
Next up with the finale of our show, the story about the origin of 12 Chinese zodiacs.
In Chinese culture, every passing year is represented by one of the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac. In their respective order, they are the rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, and the pig. Each of these animals represent 1 year, and once 12 years pass, the cycle repeats itself. This ancient tradition has existed ever since 217 BC, and what's more is that there is a folk tale that lies behind it, a story about the origins of the Chinese zodiac cycle. In ancient times, people did not have a way to identify the years on their calendar. After the Jade Emperor overheard his citizens' concerns, he decided to create a 12-year cycle and name each year after an animal. After getting the citizens' approval, the Jade Emperor arranged a competition for the order of the 12 animals. Each animal will be crossing a river, and the ranking of the animals will determine the order of which the animals represent the years. During this time, the rat and the cat were very close friends. The cat was eager to be a part of the 12 zodiacs, but he was a big sleeper and was afraid that he might miss the race the next day. So he asked his rat friend to wake him up in the morning. The rat, however, forgot to wake up the cat in the morning and went on to win the race himself, thus becoming the first of the 12 zodiac animals. After the cat woke up and overheard that the rat scored first place, he became envious and angry towards his old friend. From that day on, the cat became a predator of the rats.
至此 ，ACI 中文社晚了一点点春节联欢晚会到此结束。感谢大家的捧场，也恳请大家理解我们今年的困难。
The Spring Festival Gala that's been belated for 5 months has now concluded. Even though the timing is the most undesirable, we still want to carry on our club's tradition no matter what. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of the year.
谢谢大家。
浪漫情歌，有可能的夜晚。
Please welcome Grace Wang, who will now be singing a Chinese love song, The Night of Possibilities.
Maybe in life.
啊，在晚上会发生点什么？
不是，他晚上胡思乱想嘛。
晚上你有没有在晚上歪歪过？你有没有在晚上偷偷奖励自己被父母发现的经历？
For watching, and have a wonderful rest of the year.
谢谢大家。
完了，我忘说谢谢了。
没事，少他一个不重要。
啥不重要。
It's okay。
好 ，OK，来
，Goodbye。
汤圆乃每逢元宵节都有一大。
丑八怪呀呀呀！后面怎么唱来着？
恭喜他，请你别把灯打开。
哦，对，请你别把灯打开。我是一只小鸟，我想要飞呀高高。